ang pinakamalapit na, hinog na, at pipirmahan ko maya-maya yung information against Senator Jingo Estrada. Information to be filed with Sandigan Bayan in the soonest possible time. Hopefully Thursday. We will file it first thing in the morning by Thursday. Plunder and other related offenses.
Related pa rin po sa
Flood control. Yeah. Of course, hindi naman Senator Jinggoy, meron pa kaming tinatapos rin at talagang madaling panahon, mapafile na rin namin yung kay Senator Joel Villanueva. Yan ang isang hinog na rin, ngunit kinakailangan kasi puliduhin ang gusto yung pagkakalahad ng impormasyon at ng ebidensya na kasama nito. Plunder rin.
Doon po kay Senator Jinggoy, can you just illustrate yun pong naging scheme? Bakit po plunder? Because last time that we had a press conference, medyo...
Malversation and plunder both come in. But we think that it's about time that the courts revisit the doctrine of plunder, especially the Supreme Court should revisit the doctrine of plunder, since it was there was a ruling that was not in the law, actually, if you look at it. As an academician, if you look at the plunder law, and then what was written in the Supreme Court decision before, there was some exaggerated requirements that were not there in the law that has to be revisited. Or otherwise, it's going to become a dead law. And I don't think that that was the intent of our legislature. Tingin namin, hindi naman ito sinulat para hindi magamit sa paghahabol ng mga taong nagkaroon ng pagkakasala sa batas o sumala sa batas.
So yung pong kay Senator Villanueva, anong time tape? Mga ilang weeks po kaya yan bago mabagsak sa puno?
Baka 2 linggo pa. 2 linggo pa. Painit na painit yan eh. Marami pa kaming hinahanda na ibang kaso at basta dahan-dahan ilalatag namin yan ng sunod-sunod. Pero yung 2 muna ngayon, tapos meron pa kaming ibang mga, siyempre pinapursuin natin yung sa Congress, yung sa House. Kung ganun din ang attitude ng Committee on Appropriations, baka naman baka maniwala na sila pag finala na namin yung ibang mga congressman. Kasi marami rin kaming nakahanda na para sa mga congressman. And to answer the questions that we are pursuing, and of course they are not obeying our subpoena as we have sent it to them. They even refuse to accept the subpoena, and of course we can always issue preventive suspensions if we have to. That's one. Of course, there are other cases that we are aggressively pursuing, and yung hinog na, di ba sinabi ko naman nung araw pa, nung few months ago, sabi ko lalong iinit sa tag-init, painit nga ng painit. Marami pa tayo pwede pag-usapan kasi nga, kahapon I believe that Senator Marcoleta also delivered a privileged speech alluding to this office, and we will also answer questions with regards to that. Sige, tanong na kayo para
microphone, please.
Para maliwanag. Microphone.
Ayun. Doon po sa pinabanggit.
Hello. Ayan. Doon po sa binabanggit nyo na sabi nyo nga iinit sa
Tag-init.
Lalong iinit sa tag-init. Nangyari.
Sino na ho ba ang maiinitan sa tag-init?
Well, ang pinakamalapit na, hinog na, at pipirmahan ko maya-maya yung information against Senator Jingo Estrada. Information to be filed with Sandigan Bayan in the soonest possible time. Hopefully Thursday. We will file it first thing in the morning by Thursday.
Ano pa?
Plunder and other related offenses.
Related pa rin po sa
Flood control.
Based
Yes.
on the DOJ record,
Microphone.
Opo, related pa rin po sa flood control.
Yes, we were, kaya na medyo natagalan ng konti, nung binasa namin yung DOJ resolution, meron kami nakitang kailangan ng corrections. Kaya ayaw namin mag-file ng information na hindi pulido. Pinulido lang namin, kaya inabot pa ng mahigit 1 linggo na pinag-aaralan at pinaayos yung mga dapat ayusin para mas malinaw yung kasong ilalahad natin sa Sandigan Bayan.
May co-accuse po dito si Senator Jinggoy, Ombudsman.
Meron, pero ang iba sa kanila kasi mga state witness na. Mga ano na, mga nakuha na natin na bigyan ng proteksyon ng batas sapagkat kailangan testimonya para magkatuloy-tuloy ang mga kaso nito.
Thank you very much.
That's my clarification lang po. Yung sa case information, we're just waiting for, or the ombudsman will just gonna sign over the case information.
Yes. Nire-refine lang namin. Alam nyo, sinasabi ko nga lagi, when I came into this office, gusto namin, pulido ang kaso. Tsaka gusto namin, pag final namin yung kaso, yung ebidensya hawak na namin lahat. Wala kaming kakapaina. Talagang dire-diretso natin ilalahad yan. Kasi ang problema nga, historically, sa cases ng ombudsman sa Sandigan Bayan, marami inaabot ng 15 taon kasi nga nagkakaroon ng problema sa ebidensya at saka sa mga dilatory tactics. Kaya iniuna namin yung ebidensyang lalahad namin para pag nag-file kami, ready na kami. At malamang, hingin namin dito continuous trial para mailatag namin ang kaso in less than 1 year. At least for these cases na mahalaga sa taong bayan. Of course, hindi naman Senator Jinggoy, meron pa kaming tinatapos rin at talagang madaling panahon, mapafile na rin namin yung kay Senator Joel Villanueva. Yan ang isang hilog na rin, ngunit kinakailangan kasi puliduhin ang gusto yung pagkakalahad ng impormasyon at ng ebidensya na kasama nito.
Sir, yung kay Joel,
Plunder rin.
Sir, dun po kay Senator Jinggoy, can you just illustrate yun pong naging scheme, bakit po plunder? Because last time that we had a press conference, medyo
Malversation and plunder both come in. But we think that it's about time that the courts revisit the doctrine of plunder, especially the Supreme Court should revisit the doctrine of plunder, since it was there was a ruling that was not in the law, actually, if you look at it. As an academician, if you look at the plunder law, and then what was written in the Supreme Court decision before, there was some exaggerated requirements that were not there in the law that has to be revisited. Or otherwise, it's going to become a dead law. And we don't think that that was the intent of our legislature. Tingin namin, hindi naman ito sinulat para hindi magamit sa paghahabol ng mga taong nagkaroon ng pagkakasala sa batas o sumala sa batas.
So yung pong kay Senator Villanueva, anong time tape? Mga ilang weeks po kaya yan bago mabagsak sa puno?
Baka 2 linggo pa. 2 linggo pa. Painit yan eh. Marami pa kaming hinahanda na ibang kaso at basta dahan-dahan ilalatag namin yan ng sunod-sunod. Pero yung 2 muna ngayon, tapos meron pa kaming ibang mga. Siyempre, pinapursuin natin yung sa Congress, yung sa House. Kung ganun din ang attitude ng Committee on Appropriations, baka naman baka maniwala na sila pag finala na namin yung ibang mga congressman. Kasi marami rin kaming nakahanda na para sa mga congressman.
Sir, konti muna, no? Sir, i-segue ko na sa sinabi ni Senator Marcoleta na parang iniisa-isa yung mga majority senators. Now you have Jinggoy and then si Joel, si Senator Joel, and then some others. Yesterday he said...
I do not want to get into the political mix of it kasi ito napakalinaw naman yung kaso niya. Napakalinaw. Yung lahat ng ebidensya dito galing ni sa kanya. Sa sinasabi niya sa COMELEC, sa mga kanyang pag-amin. Hindi naman ito invento eh. Pati kayo, alam niyo yan, yung mga footages niyan, napanood niyo lahat yan sa Net25 at sa iba't iba pa mga istasyon, kung saan sinasabi niya nga na ginastos niya pa nga yung pera. Ginastos niya. Diba? Inangkin niya, ginastos niya, at tila walang pag-aalinlangan sa kanyang gawain. Pero ito, papasok talaga sa batas. Papasok siya.
With regard to the other senators.
Plunder din yan.
Yes, true. With regard to the other senators, or yung sa majority seat, Senator Jinggoy, Senator Joel, and mga iba pa na in the future. Baka sinasabi
Meron pa kami mga pinag-aaralan na mabibigat na kaso. Hindi kasi madaling maglatag ng kaso, tandaan niyo yan. Pag ang kalaban mo, maraming pera, tapos may kapangyarihan, at matagal na nandyan, hindi madali. Ito talaga, dinadahan-dahan namin, iniingatan namin ang pagkalap ng ebidensya, sapagkat one shot lang to eh. Hindi mo naman pwedeng araw-arawin yan. Mabibigat na tao yan. Hindi naman to mga ordinaryong mamamayan. Ito talaga mabibigat na tao. Mabibigat na tao.
Pero sir, hindi sila sinisingle out yung majority. Hindi nyo pinapayaran.
Hindi. Ano yan? Ang trabaho ng ombudsman, lahat eh. Ngayon, marami akong pinirmahan ng preventive suspension sa mga mayors. Andyan, Odo Dante ngayon. Pinirmahan ko rin sa mga mayors within the whole country. Marami kami pinirpursue na kaso dito. Kaya lang, siyempre, ang public interest naririto sa flood control at sa nangyayari sa bansa at nangyayari sa Senado at sa Kongreso.
Yun mo naman sa akin, sir.
Ombudsman Bal Gonzales po, DCRH. Kung si Senador Jinggoy Estrada ay masasampan na by Thursday, and after 2 weeks kay Senator Joel Villanueva naman, how about isa rin ho dun sa inabangan ng publiko ay yung pagsasampa rin ng kaso kay dating Speaker Martin Romualdez? Any update on that?
Nandiyan na yan. Meron na kaming dalawa pang kasong hinahanda tungkol dyan. Meron kaming isa pang money laundering case, mabigat. At of course, yung the grandest case of them all, itong pinakamabigat na kaso dyan, the conspiracy to defraud the treasury. Yun talaga yan, sa pamamagitan ng budget. Hindi madali ilatag yan. So we're being very careful about every premise that we make. Kasi first time ito gagawin sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas na magkakaroon tayo ng ganitong klaseng kaso.
May timetable na ho tayo.
Wala kaming timetable dyan. Basta yung big case kasi, hindi mo pwede lagyan ng timetable yan. Kinakalap namin ang ebidensya niyan. Binubuo namin sa araw-araw. Kaya we're here every day. We just go to work every day. And marami naman, it's bearing fruit. Marami naman kami nakukuha ng ebidensya. Kaya lang, nung araw kasi, pwede mag-file ng kaso, press con, tapos na. Tapos malalaman mo, 15 taon na wala pang nangyayari. Hindi po ganoon ang ating sistema rito. Sa atin, gusto natin, matapos to in the soonest possible time. Kung pwede nga, kung talagang ang korte ay magiging reasonable, dapat yan, hindi aabot ng 2 taon yan, may judgment na yan. Kung kami hindi abuti ng 1 taon, dapat ang depensa hindi rin abuti ng 1 taon. Kung sabihin nun, 2 taon yan, meron na dapat resulta yan. Ganun dapat ang kaso sa husgado. Kaya, hindi sanay ang tao dyan. Sanay tayo. Okay, file mo. Kasi, di ba, matagal naman ma-dismiss ang kaso. Hindi ho dapat gano'n. Kasi, ang lugi dyan taong bayan. Hindi na natin nakukuha yung pera. Napapanis na yung mga kailangang makuha dapat. At nasasayang ang mga resources na dapat nakukuha natin para sa bayan.
Last na lang po. May masasabi na po ba tayo this early na co-accused ni dating speaker dun sa kasong ipapagsabi?
Marami siyang co-accused. Huwag muna natin pag-usapan. Basta marami siyang co-accused dito.
Thank you.
Yung in relation to this, no? Actually, yung hard stance ng House sa Romualdez cases yan. Kasi pinapasapina namin yung records sa small committee at the Committee on Appropriations at ayaw nila ibigay. Yan ang sinasabi ko. Kaya, hindi madali. Sinasabi ko nga sa inyo yun, hindi madali yung aming gawain dito. Pero hindi namin inaatasan yan kahit sino pa. Wala kami atasan.
Sir, Gwen po. Hindi na po. Gwen po from TCIJ. Sir, I understand you said it's hard to set a timetable on filing of charges, but last April you said that plunder charges are expected to be filed against Senator Escudero and former Speaker Martin Romualdez. Sir, we're onti na lang po before
Ito yan,
May
this is
matutuloy
it.
po ba yun?
Hindi, this is it. Ito yung kaso yung sinasabi namin. It's the grand case. Kaya, probably, we thought it easier before. But as days go by, we know how obstinacy can block everything. And right now, they're being obstinate in the House, even for the records of the proceedings. Ganun na to. Ito yung mga hadlang na ating overcome. At alam ko naman makukuha pa rin natin yan. Kaya lang, hindi nila ginagawang madali yung trabaho namin. Pinapahirapan kami, pero kasama yan sa sinumpaan naming tungkulin. At hindi kami na ano dyan. Hindi kami na hihinaan ng loob.
So, di po matutuloy this year.
Wag na natin sabihin yung panahon. Basta ginahanda namin yan, darating tayo dyan.
Sir, last, is the Ombudsman also considering requesting files from, congressmen who have claimed that they have files on insertions or have actually stated in public, may figures po sila minsan
Pero
sa
sinasabi
insertions
mo
po.
kasi, yung tungkol naman kay Leviste, di ba?
Or meron din po ibang lawmakers na
Hindi,
they
yung
claim to
kukunin
know.
namin. Sige, oo. I think that Toby Chanko did give you volunteer files.
Yes, sir.
Toby Chanko volunteered files. Lahat yan, kinukuha namin lahat yan. And those who can contribute, welcome po yan. Basta magagamit namin sa kaso.
Thank you po.
Sir, 213 yung conspiracy to defraud.
Ano yan eh, it is a layman's explanation pa lang ang ginagawa ko. Wala pa tayong technical. The technical things about what specific provision and the terms that we will use to label the crime, that will come later. Sinasabi lang namin, that's the big case na kinakailangan matapos. Conspiracy yan eh. It's only a description of what we are trying to put together.
Sir, Dr. On yung budget, kasi sir, di ba, as lawmakers, the job is to propose amendments to the submitted budget of
Yes,
the
of course,
President.
of course.
So how do you distinguish a legitimate proposal for amendment and when does it reach the level of being a crime already?
Ayan, iba namang usapan yan. That's very specific.
Kasi they could just say
I
na...
don't think it's right for me to answer anything of that magnitude because it will refer to many situations that we face in the investigations. Kaya yung conspiracy to defraud comes in different phases and different parts of the narration. Kaya hindi ho natin pwedeng sabihin kagad na ito yan. Hindi po. Binubuo natin lahat yan para magtugma-tugma lahat ng bagay.
Sir, part ba nung difficulty is because proposing an amendment on the part of the lawmaker is not per se a
Hindi,
crime?
pwede yan. Alam mo yan, may period of amendments yan sa rules. Meron yan. Ang hinahanap mo rito, yung amendments na wala man sa record na yung insert na lang sa loob ng final version ng budget. Mga amendments na hindi kasama sa plenary deliberation, pero bigla na lang nagbago, nagmilagro. Yung small committee nga eh. Kaya nga, ito yung tinatanong mo eh. Ngayon, they're trying to stop us from getting the information. But I told about that already. The first thing that I told you about was this one. The hardliners who do not want us to get into the bottom of things. At marami dyan nasa house ngayon.
Sir,
25, 24, yes.
Sir, on another topic lang. Sir, I understand ongoing yung investigation on the Senate shooting incident.
Yes.
Meron na po ba tayong nakikitang liability on the part of the senators? Given
I wrote
merong
this-
public pronouncements
I wrote the
also of
Senate
helping the
Na-alarm
Senator
kasi
De La
ako,
Rosa.
na-alarm ako. Nung nakita ko si Aplaska, still talking on media and still parang holding office somewhere there. So I wrote Senator Cayetano about enforcing the preventive suspension given by this office. And we have not yet received a reply from the Senate President, but we expect one. Kasi nga, we will know if he is complying with our order or not. Kasi ano yan he was acting Sergeant at Arms of the Senate, but he is the Sergeant at Arms of the Commission on Appointments. Baka gusto nila magpilosopo, ibahin pa nila yung usapan. Isa lang yan. Kung anong posisyon niya na hinahawakan, preventively suspended po siya.
Pero, sir, on the part of the senator, sir, kasi may mga public pronouncements na katulad ni Senator Padilla na kasama niyang umalis si Senator Bato sa
Kasama yan
Senate
sa inaano
premises.
natin.
Meron po ba kayo
Well,
nakikita liability?
When will the panel be about this? Yung panel natin.
So they're actually interviewing members of the media.
Nagsimula na nagsisimula na naman yung panel natin to investigate it. Siya plus guys, sa sapina natin. Pa-file natin sa sapina. In the next 5 to 10 days, we will be asked to explain.
Sir, so wala pa sir at sa pina kay Aplaska?
Wala pa akong alam kasi ako naman ang paperman noon pag gano'n. Inako ko na yung pagpirma ng mga sampina para walang magrereklamo na kung na ang dami-dami sampina nagagaling kung kani-kanino sa loob ng opisina ng ombudsman. Inako ko na, ako na lang gagawa. Ako ang pipirma pag mataas ang posisyon, ako pipirma.
So sir, ang nasapina pa lang so far are members of the media? Would
Yes,
that be correct?
invitations muna. Hindi naman sampina lahat. Mostly invitations, no? Invitations pa lang. Yung sampina only for those who will not cooperate.
Okay. Sir, may timeline po when do we expect the resolution of the Senate?
Ano yan? I do not want to stick to any timelines. It's traumatic for all of us. So wag din natin tanongin yan. Don't ask that question anymore. Kaya wala na tayong timelines. We will not talk about timelines.
But sir, dun sa investigation niyo po on the Senate incident, kasama rin po ba yung mga public pronouncements sa press conferences ng mga senador?
Kasama lahat yan.
Yung nasa Facebook Live nila?
Kasama lahat yan. You are under attack at lahat. We will get to the bottom of it and we will come up with the truth kung ano nakita namin totoo.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sir, yung kay, Senator Joel Villanueva, sabi niyo po in 2 weeks, ano po yung basis nun? DOJ recommendation din po ba yun? Or is it with the Ombudsman?
DOJ recommendation, but we're not adopting the DOJ recommendation in total because we view it differently. Diba? Kaya nga we delegated to them, but we are not hard bound to agree with their findings. We can still change the findings if we think that it has to be changed. Tsaka sabay naman, ginagawa rin namin yan. We just let them do it because we started there nung SOJ pa ako, kaya gumawa na rin kami ng investigation dito.
Thank you, sir.
Mike.
Mabili na po si Standard Wireless.
Sir, kung di ako nagkakamali nung mga unang pag-iimbestiga natin sa flood control, nababanggit nyo po noon na as much as possible parang ayaw nyo na magsampa ng plunder sa mga involved na lawmakers. Pero ngayon, yung simula yung pag-iimbestiga po kay dating Speaker Martin Romualdez, dito kay dating Senate President Jesus Escudero, pagkatapos ito, sunod na si Senator Jinggoy, pagkatapos si Senator Villanueva. Ngayon, plunder na po yung isasampa natin.
Ano kasi yan?
Naging dahilan bakit?
Ito yan. Ang unang tingin natin kasi, para naging imposible to prosecute plunder. Kasi nga, lahat ng ruling ng Supreme Court, ina-acquit lahat ng tao sa iba't ibang dahilan. Di ba parang nangyari na yan? Pero, about thinking about it again, and looking at the body of law that we have, we really can make a case for plunder. At dapat wag lang matakot kasi sometimes there are really bad decisions written by certain justices. And that can be overturned by the court. Yun lang ang ating change of attitude, is that we are hoping that the Supreme Court, of course, and Sandigan Bayan will look at it from a perspective of, from a very objective perspective, na kung paano talaga nagko-constitute ng crime ng plunder. Kasi, nagkaroon nga ng ibang pag-i-interpret na parang para lamang makaakwit ng tao na hindi naman dapat maakwit. Yun nangyari.
So, ngayon po, kumpiyansa kayo dito sa mga...
Tingin ko naman na ang court system natin is very much aware of what we are up against. At alam nila that we have to work together to be able to solve this problem of corruption in the country. And they're the most vital card of all when it comes to this. Sila yung gagawa ng decision Diba?
Last na lang po sa akin, sir.
We're not giving up on the courts. I think that the courts deserve a chance to really vindicate itself also. Diba? To vindicate itself.
So, ilang senador pa po yung masasampahan ng plunder?
Marami pang ibang kaso. Hindi ko alam kung yung tatlo pa plunder na ipafile namin. Hindi pa namin alam. Pero maraming violations of law kaming nakita. I think at least 3 more senators.
So, Cheese, Villanueva, Estrada, may tatlo pa po.
Marcoleta. Tapos meron pang tatlo pa.
May tatlo pa.
Tatlo, 4 pa.
So, 7 po ang mawawala sa Senado.
Majority din.
So,
wala akong kung majority minority. Pare-pareho lang sa akin yan.
so, most likely po ngayong taon, baka 7 yung makukulong na senador.
Makukulong o hindi makukulong, hindi ko muna sasagutin. Darating tayo dyan. Okay. Hindi ko naman alam mo, pag tinanong ako tungkol sa makukulong, hindi ko gustong magpakulong na tao. Kaya lang wala tayong choice minsan, di ba? Pero kung merong way out, gamitin natin yung way out. Sinasabi ko yan. Yung restitution, bukas pa yan. Bukas pa yung restitution. Kasi ito lang, di ba? The cellphone analogy. Pag dinakawan ka ng cellphone at tinawagan ka ng pulis, di ba? Sabi sa'yo, nahuli na namin yung nagnakaw. Ang hahanapin mo, cellphone mo. Pagdating mo sa presinto, di ba? Pag nakita mo yung telepono mo, gusto mo na umuwi. Ayaw mo na magdemanda. Ganon din naman tayong lahat Tao lang tayo Di ba? Kaya sabi ko, restitution is always open. We can always talk about it and we can always agree if people are reasonable.
Sir, pwede sundutan ko lang yung tanong yan ay statement po niya. Kung ito mga senador na ito, magsasakuli. Tapos na po?
Possible yan. Basta yung yung pinag-uusapan na halaga, walang tawaran. Walang pinag-uusapan na halaga dito. Hindi tayo magtatawaran dito. Isoli yung dapat, isoli. Diba? Okay?
Sir, kati lang. Sir, would you, Sir Joseph sa harapan. Sir, sorry I must have missed sa earlier statement nyo. If pipirmahan, ba't hindi pa ngayon, sir, hindi naman sa nagmamadali, no? Pero kung ready na for your signature, ba't hindi po today and
Titingnan pa namin Kasi, you just have to be deliberate about it. Hindi pwedeng meron kang konting error na nakita na dapat ginawa ko pala yun. Wala, hindi dapat, walang sisihan dito Kaya dapat dito, hilog talaga.
Okay. Sir, I don't know if tama yung tally ko ng mga board, ng mga cases. May mga 9 ba? Would you consider na mga around 9 senators that you're investigating?
Probably
Around
9 to 10.
Okay. Sir, I understand that si Senator Escudero filed his counter affidavit last Friday.
Hindi ko pa alam yun I'm not in the, I don't hold the panel. I don't go down, I don't go to that level kasi sa dami na aming hinahawakan. Ayoko mag-micromanage ng kahit anong bagay. I don't want to micromanage yan.
Sir, for soundbite lang, kasi galing kami sa Ombudsman, may hearing to apply, Sandigan, to file for a PhD kay Senator Marcoleta. Why do you think that the Sandigan Bayan should issue a PhDO against
I will
him?
not, I don't want to discuss it here. I think our lawyers have discussed it with the Sandigan Bayan.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, since tutuluyan po natin sa pagka-fire ng kaso si Senator Jinggoy Estrada, ang tanong daw po is wala po bang bearing dito sa Ombudsman yung sinabi ng Senate na walang official records na may budget insertion yung senador?
I cannot answer that question. It's not clear to me what you really want from the question.
Kasi may findings daw po from the Senate na wala namang official records ng budget insertion si Senator Jinggoy.
Well,
May certification, sir.
it's a communication. Internal nila yan. Wala ko ano dyan.
Okay po. And doon po sa tatlo pang senador na ka-file natin ng kaso, ano pong particular na cases?
No, kaya nga, hindi ko sinasabi kung sino, tsaka kung ano. Saka na yan. Darating tayo ron.
Okay po.
Alam nila yan na meron sila. Oh.
Thank you, Ombudsman.
Sir, yung kay Senator Marcoleta lang po. Kasi yung nakalagay na complaint ay for plunder. Meron pong mga nagtataka, why plunder? Ano po? Kasi
Why not plunder?
it was a donation daw
Hindi,
po.
why not plunder? Kasi,
Hindi
ano
daw
yan?
po public
Hindi,
funds.
I will not discuss the technicalities. But why not plunder?
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Okay? Thank you. Marami na kayo story.